Hey, what's up everyone, it's me BaRKy, back with another Rimworld video, though it's not a mod, I'm afraid, although that may come in the near future. Today we're taking a look at the newest patch, Rimworld 1.4, and the DLC that came with it, Biotech. Finally, I can make a society deserving of me as their leader. Not only can I now field an entire army of child soldiers, but I can also supplement my stock with rampant enslaved furries, genetically crafted to be perfect in every single way. And once I'm done creating my perfect cat girl society, we shall begin to hoard every single piece of gold that we possibly can, whilst I ensure that we keep it in the family, as they say in Alabama. We have to keep the bloodline pure. So yeah, Rimworld 1.4 has been released, aside from all the memes. I keep seeing posted around like on Reddit. I actually do, contrary to immensely popular belief, think this is a progressive step in the right direction for mankind as a whole. Not only can we create perfect waifus, but we can also now simulate pollution in game, bringing us one step closer to leaving the feeble old world behind and stepping into the new. Anyways, I wanted to do a video on the patch notes, but everyone in the grandma is going to be doing that, so I figured I would just go over my favorite things after playing it for maybe a good 7 hours or so. My favorite things, top 10. There's only going to be like 4 though, and it's obviously the main stuff. Anyways, I'll save the numbers and everything for someone smarter than I am, because I used to do those videos, and honestly, looking back, I was never very good at them anyways. So, number 1, my favorite... Okay, this video is never going to be monetized anyways, so may as well give up. Number 1, my favorite, children. The fact that the game has added children in. Like, jokes aside, the idea of raising a colony as a family has been something people have been modding in for ages, and it's been something I've always wanted to kind of do. Okay, well, I mean, it's like 50-50. Having a family's cool, having kids in this game, yeah, we'll get to that later. But if you aren't in the know quite like I am, and like not reading the patch notes, you'll be delighted to know that children get older, just like real life, you know, as they do. You actually get some semblance of a choice as they age up, so you can choose traits. The biggest thing though is that you can send them to fight for you, meaning that this game is going to be banned in Australia any minute now. So watch your children grow, get crappy traits, reload your save, and do it again. So the second thing that I really love, and I can't stress this enough, if this was ranked, this would probably be number 1, maybe the ability to create furries. I don't know, one of them. Anyways, the new way of handling mechanoids. So if you haven't seen, and if you don't know, there are, well, at least I think there are no aliens in Rimworld. All the aliens are just different types of humans. You know, anyways, I'll get to that a bit later, but mechanoids are human created things, and you know, mechanoids are meant to help them out. So this expansion adds a few neat ways to actually use them to your advantage. The expansion adds in potentially the coolest addition to Rimworld that I've ever seen, the ability to field your own mechanoids. And not only that, but to create mechanoid colonists, in a sense, killing your useless old fleshy bodies and, you know, slapping their will into a new mechanoid. I was going to say put their brains in, but it doesn't actually do that. You just kind of copy their personality up into the cloud. It's awesome. I mean, genuinely, having a colonist that you really don't like old and frail, or kids. I'm not going to suggest that though, YouTube. Please don't demonetize me anymore. But you can kill them and put them into a mechanoid, which is amazing. Get to it. Alright, so next up is pollution. Now, I know this is always going to be a controversial topic in any game. Most people really just dislike pollution, but I actually really like them most of the time, including humankind. I think I was the only person who actually enjoyed pollution in the game, so I think it's kind of blasphemous to say that. But not only is there pollution here now, but watch as your base gets taken over by the dreaded toxic waste packs. There's also new gas mechanics, so that's the biggest thing for me. If you go and take a look at the smoke grenades now, you'll see that gas actually fills up a room. It doesn't just dissipate. So it's a bit more useful in the future for different gas types. I know there's not many in the game right now, but modders have always added in a whole bunch. So that's really cool. And I think it'll let us have a new way of making a gas chamber for our prison. Yeah, who am I kidding about being monetized? Anyways, here's hoping that we get some sort of kill box in the future that revolves around these new gas mechanics. So finally, and arguably what everyone is super hyped for, and I can understand why, because they really did knock it out of the park with this one, but it's the gene therapy, or the augmentation, or the editing, whatever it's called. I won't go into too much detail here, because I do want to touch on this in a future video where I go over every option, because there are just so many. But the idea of editing a colonist down to their core has been a standard idea of Rimworld for a very long time, and many mods have tried to do that, and some have been pretty successful, some have been a bit missed for me, but it's always been an idea of Rimworld, and that's something that I really like. It also makes complete sense in the universe, and I'm a sucker for the lore, so when you see these sort of people that look alien, it's because they almost are, they're just not quite. Also in Rimworld, there's no faster than light travel, so things take forever, meaning it makes sense that humans just edit themselves instead. I see a lot of people talking about the fact that this could have been a mod. I don't think I agree with that. I think they really put an immense amount of time and detail into this. I suppose it could be in a way, but not something that I'd probably pay for it if it were a mod. But yeah, it really is amazing. The idea of someone spending hours just editing a race, to me, sells the idea by itself. It's kind of cool. It's like spending a lot of time making the perfect sim. Obviously in Sims, it's a lot harder to kill someone if you're not trying than in Rimworld, but anyways. There's a whole lot of other stuff in the DLC, so that's all I'm going to go over for now. Just my favorites. I don't really want to go into too much detail. I kind of want to make a video on the gene therapy part. I think it's going to be so much fun to mess around with. The other thing that I really want to do in the future are videos on how we can use pollution to break the game, because I have so many cool concepts going on. But yeah, that's it for now. Thank you very much for watching. Sorry for the lack of videos lately. I've been very busy in real life. I won't spend too much time waffling on here, but it has been a pretty hectic time. I've moved homes and stopped studying. Now I'm working, blah blah blah. But yeah, also made a few other videos on other channels, which never really worked out. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you've been here from the start and watching this video through and through, please comment. I'd love some porn names for the next video. And that's pretty much it. Thank you again. Have a great day. I will see you all later.